So here we are. Welcome to
Oh,
another Dive in Live. En welkom Aron. Welcome.
ik zie nog 10 seconden staan bij mij.
Yeah, it's because we have a delay. So,
Oh, sorry. So,
yeah.
oh, now I see it.
Yeah. So it's all exactly.
Sorry.
So everything we do is 10 minutes later. It's a different
Oh, yeah,
reality. Yeah. So
of course.
so glad you're here, man. Great you want to be on the show. I'm glad you're gonna show us some of your music, and we're gonna chat about making music, and especially also in these times, which is weird actually.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes.
so I hope. Let's see how much. Oh, we have 20 people online. Nice. Gezellig,
Cool.
as we say in Dutch. Max Lightweight, he's always online, loving the intro music. Oh, what's that? It's a track I made, Inner Glow. It's like sort of like this spacey intro that I really thought would suit this.
Oh,
This
it's your track.
it's something I
Oh,
made.
nice.
You know, like it was somewhere in the during the Corona period. You know, or like the lockdown. Well, actually, we have a new one, but I don't feel it because I'm in Ibiza. But I was at home, and I thought I'm gonna make something spacey. You know, some ambient stuff because I didn't feel to make any dance floor stuff. Did you have any problems with this during the lockdown in March?
Uh, Me?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Like
No. Um, yeah, I don't know.
no, yeah, because I spoke to Luna Ludmilla and she said like, yeah, I really can't feel it now. So she's more into. I think she's still making like this sort of like ambient kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm still making house,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
hasn't changed much. But
yeah,
I mean, I do mixing and mastering for other people. So sometimes the genres are completely different.
yeah,
So that's also really fun to do. But normally, um, yeah, normally it's house or more tech house, deep
yeah,
house,
yeah. I didn't know
and
you actually do mastering for and mixing for. I did know you do it for other people, but also not other genres and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
oh yeah. I even work together with a rapper um,
Wow.
that um, had all kinds of recordings from and all kinds of rap song, more hip hop, and I did a mix down. Yeah, it was a completely album.
Wow. Wow.
So yeah, I also do that. Yeah,
Cool.
it's
Yeah.
really fun.
I bet you learn a lot from this. You know, I always, thought that if you do other styles, and that's why I also tell the people in my advanced class, try to make as much different sounds. You're gonna learn a lot from this, and yeah, you to use sidechain differently and all that sort of stuff. It's really cool.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially with acoustic music and recordings, it's really. Then you really have to do mixing to make it sound uh, more better because a lot of samples in these sample packs are already processed and already sounding really good. But if you have
Yeah.
real live recordings, it's way harder to get them sounding good.
Yeah, because you get this mic bleed and all this noise in there, so it's really hard.
Absolutely,
And you got
yeah,
phasing, of course. If you have multiple
yeah,
mics, you have to deal with phasing and in phase and out of phase. Lots
yeah.
of technical stuff. Well, lucky you're a technical guy, so that's good. And I'm really interested in what you're gonna tell. And I really I went through all your SoundCloud tracks and thought like, wow, you've because we've had contact like 2 or 3 years ago it was. And you've been making a lot of music and ended up at the PIF platform, which is great, of course, which I
Yeah,
think you really belong because of the sound you make really suits that platform. And there's a bunch of cool guys there. So nice you ended up with them. It's great. And now you're in the
absolutely.
dive in live, just like Joko, which is cool because people actually asked a lot for Piff guys, so that's nice. I've got my whole
Yeah,
crew online actually, like Kevin Jones here, asking me if I'm in the new studio. No, I'm in Ibiza. I only was going for 2 weeks, but I'm extending my stay until the 7th of November, and then actually going back and selling stuff. And just moving here permanently for the next year together with my roommates. So this is pretty nice development. We got Kenneth online. Nice. From Suriname. Great, man. Fantasia Deeps here. Well, Ibiza. It's been treating me really nice. I've got private students here, and I can teach from online. So that's pretty cool. Are you also vaping, by the way?
Yeah,
Aaron?
yeah, yeah. I saw you
Nice. Yeah.
vaping earlier, so
Yeah. Just.
I thought let's grab mine
Mm,
also.
mm. Vaping away. That's nice to do. Better for you. Yeah, I think it's better for you, but
Oh, me too. Yeah.
lots of
I
discussions
mean,
about it.
it feels better. So
Mm. Yeah, less. But
yeah,
still, I sometimes when I'm drinking, I also smoke a real one, so it's bad actually.
yeah, yeah,
We should quit all that shit, man, and buy a new synthesizer.
yeah, yeah. True,
you know,
true.
and so Vape Nation, Jesse says, "Yo, Jesse, one of the four guys or the five guys, one cave." Did you know I have a band, Aaron? Four guys, one cave.
No.
Okay, yeah, we did a show like 2, 3 weeks ago with all the guys. It's like David Hulsken, Francesco Robistelli, who's now stripping
Y-
Jaguar, and
Yeah.
Florence and me and Jesse sometimes just joins. We did sessions at Nachtlab, and then we just jam. We only take hardware, no computer, just to record the tracks, and we just jam for hours and record all that stuff. And we've
Oh, damn.
recently released some stuff. It's called Four Guys, One Cave. Really fun, funny
Ah,
name.
nice.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah, because we started in a cave. But enough about me, because it's not about me today. I'm really happy you're here, and yeah, let's first play some music so people can actually hear. We've got 32 people online, so that's nice. Thank you all for watching. We do this every week, and sometimes we skip a week, but most weeks I'm online. And today's Aron Volta, and he's a house producer and creates absolutely really nice house grooves. And I want to play a bit of the Resolute EP. It was released on Render. Can you tell something about it, because it's together with what's his name?
Alex Ranero.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what's the story about this track or this EP?
Yeah. Well, Alex sent me a message that he fancied doing collaboration with me. So we hadn't really planned anything. We just started and make some tracks, and um, I had back in the days I had contact with oh no, I lost his name, but yeah, the main guy from Render Records, and yeah, for a long time he wanted me on the label, but yeah, we never really worked something out. So I thought, yeah, maybe it's cool that I can do it with Alex Fornero, and we can do a collaboration on Render Records.
Yeah.
And then um, later we decided to do it vinyl. So it's the first vinyl edition from Render Records. So
Cool.
that's also really cool.
Yeah.
So and yeah, then we made two tracks and with two remixes. Yeah.
Nice. And how did it go? Did you did you meet and work together, or did you just send projects back and forth online?
No, we just yeah, we just sent it projects. I've never met him in real life, so yeah, we
Cool.
just I just sent it in the project from Ableton, and then yeah, we just played around, and then he sent it back, and then I sent it I think one more time back to him, and then he finished it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it worked. Yeah, I think the first track didn't work out, and maybe the second also, and then the third track we began to feel like what worked uh, with yeah, with each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it went, and then yeah,
I
then
love
it was done.
I love the new world, man. That you can just not meet somebody, just
Yeah.
only online, and just do projects together and release music. Isn't that great?
Oh yeah.
I heard
Yeah.
once about the story of the guy that did a lot of projects together with one guy. It took years for them to meet. That must have been something that you then suddenly
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
meet
Yeah,
each
it is.
other.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I had that with Meller. It's a DJ from London,
Mm-hmm.
and it was, I think, the first guy I collaborated with and also had releases with. So I had a release with him on PFV Records on the VA, and later on yeah, we had a couple more tracks we worked on together, and then I think year after that, I've met him in real life in a club in London.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really weird and funny
Yeah.
how
Cool.
that can go.
That's crazy how that goes. So let's play a Resolute EP. So here we go. Yes, nice, solid grooves. You know.
Yeah, it's really funny. I didn't hear any audio, but I saw you dancing, so
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah,
like you
yeah. I always
you
go
were
crazy
dancing
with
on
this.
nothing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that must have been felt weird. No, I always like the groove when I hear the
Yeah.
music here, so it's nice. Yeah, you can't hear it because it's not gonna stream through Zoom.
No.
So I have to actually share my screen and share the audio if you want to hear it. So
Oh wait, yeah. If
yeah, but
my Facebook is on mute, but I can put it on, and now I
yeah,
see. But
yeah, you see it. Yes, it's groovy, man. Hey, Joey M asks a breakdown of your new track, Seuss Control. Ooh, is that already out or is it?
oh, yeah. We've released a 5-year sampler on PIV, so we're celebrating that PIV is existing for 5 years now.
Oh, that's already been out
And
for a while, right? Or not?
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
just
It's really fresh, so you can
oh
now
wow,
pre-order it on Beatport. And yeah, will be out. But yeah, it's gonna be really, really dope with a lot of big names. And yeah, I did a track there. So
nice. Yeah. Ah, cool. So yeah, therefore I didn't see it yet, but I haven't been so much onto the Beatport.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. Eventually you will see it because yeah, it's now only pre-ordering, I
Pre-order.
think.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Digital, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I think no, it's also vinyl,
Cool.
digital and vinyl.
I like it that the whole vinyl thing is back, man. It's so amazing that we get all these records back on vinyl. Actually, I buy some vinyl occasionally. I actually thinking about it. How I'm gonna do this when I move to here. Gonna bring all my yeah. I'm gonna bring all my vinyl. Why not? But oh, that's gotta work. That's just a lot of work. Vinyl's nice, but it's a lot of like heavy
It's
lifting.
heavy
Yeah. Yeah.
when you have lots of it.
Yeah, I did sell a lot, which I really regret. We did these home flow sessions, me and my roommate, in during the lockdown, and he played some classics, and I was like, ah, shit, I had that one, but a few years ago, I thought like, I'm never gonna play all these things. But it's nice. He even
Yeah,
has,
yeah, it's hard.
yeah, he even has this King of My Castle and all that sort of stuff, which is cool. It's like,
Oh, really?
yeah, it's really cool. It's like old school stuff. I had the launch from DJ Jean. Yeah, when I was
Oh,
like 18, I bought I bought this at Midtown in Amsterdam.
oh,
Yeah,
damn.
and I'm not ashamed
Yeah,
for it.
no, it's quite a tune.
Quite a tune, yeah. Yeah, love the break.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, man. So yeah, Joey's on it with the Seuss Control. You're gonna show us like a track, like which one did they wanted to hear because you made this post and. There's a lot of comments actually, and we have 37 people online by now. So actually, people are waiting for you to show your stuff. What's the plateau? What's it? What was the track again?
That I want to show?
Yeah.
Oh, Higher Self.
Higher Self. That's the one. Also, Joko has one called Higher Self, or Higher. He also has one with Higher in there. Hmm.
I don't think Higher Self.
I think he has one in his
Or
Bandcamp.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Let me. I can't check because then they don't see us. But
Maybe
I think on his Bandcamp.
it's an older tune, but
Yeah, Higher Self. Yeah, yeah. Niels says Higher Self. Yeah, that's it. Cool. So Niels online as well. Niels, when are you coming in the show? You can do a Fruity Loops session. I'm really curious how Fruity Loops works. Well, I think production techniques are like going from DAW to DAW. What do you use actually? Do you use Ableton only, right? But have you done any other before? Did you start out with Fruity
Yeah,
Loops?
I started with Fruity Loops
Yeah, yeah.
when
So
I was I was a lot younger, but later when I started studying sound design, I jumped over to Ableton,
yeah, yeah. I
and
think
yeah,
yeah,
it was way. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it worked better. It worked better for me. So.
yeah. It's nice. Now we need to convert Niels. You know, even though I
Yeah,
think
well, Chris Tushy also works in Fruity Loops, and M High
yeah,
works in the Fruity Loops. So
yeah.
yeah,
It
it doesn't really matter.
doesn't really matter if it's your workflow. I don't want to fuck up his workflow. Once you're
Yeah,
in Fruity Loops, and to be honest, I think Chris Tushy is one of the most productive artists I've ever seen in my life. So,
yeah,
he bangs out a new EP every week, doesn't he?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's jump into Ableton. And
Yeah, I will.
oh yeah, let me give you the permission to share your screen. I think I have to
Yeah,
like
it's
enable that.
disabled now.
Yeah. So now it should be possible. Also, yeah, I heard in this track of the Resolute EP, I heard some acid. Is that the Phocyon from the 16 group that you're using?
Yeah, I think well, a bit earlier I worked with the real Roland 303 emulation, so it was a VST from Roland. But later on, I jumped over to the Phocyon Phoscion. I really
Yeah,
don't know
I
how.
don't know how the fuck to pronounce that thing.
It's a really weird name, but it's from D12.
D16.
D16.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
D12 was
Um,
with Eminem, right? What's it?
Oh,
Purple pills.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but I think that was the plugin from D16. Yes,
Yeah, I
that
really
I
like it.
used.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
just
it's really really nice. It has a random function, so you can really get. Yeah, I don't really like to draw patterns. I just like random. I really like random buttons
yeah.
on plugins and effects,
Yeah.
because I mean, I have patience and I just wait long enough. I random long enough until I have a really weird sound, and then you're also sure that no one has that preset or sound because it's
Yeah.
random.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I like random.
Yeah, it's good. It's a great starting point as well. I like to do this with sequencers, like the sequencers you have with Max for Life and the mono sequence. You just random till you go, this is nice.
Yeah.
And then you like tweak it into something, and you go,
Absolutely. Yeah. Later on, I of course you need to tweak, but because it's never it's never accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still
So,
random. Yeah. So
It's still random
yeah.
random keys, so it's most of the times it's off, but
Yeah.
you can tweak that later on. So
Yeah. All right. So let's jump in. So we got Andrew Azara also online. And,
ooh, nice.
yes, Aaron. He says.
Screen 1, I think. Share.
Yeah. If that's your Ableton, there you go. We have it. Did you click on the share computer sound as well?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. Wait. Let me put on my audio splitter. Okay, let's check if you.
No, not yet. So if you share screen and you select the screen you have to share, on the bottom left corner there's this little V that you have to put, een klein vinkje, to make to share computer audio as well. So if you do new
On
share,
the bottom?
Yeah, so if you do new share, like the green button on Zoom, and then on the bottom left corner.
Oh, share computer sound. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I forgot.
Sam Eiserman. Oh my God, it's Aron, Mr. Volta. I'm so
Oh
big
yeah, that's a
fan.
friend of mine.
Yeah, it must be if they're gonna start like this. I'm so big fan. That's funny.
Yeah, I went to study with him.
Cool.
Okay, let's have a look.
There we go.
Is it working?
It's working like a charm.
Nice. Okay, well I let it roll.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. We already have some questions. Really nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So
ask away.
yeah, right. So we just start with some questions. If you have any questions for Aaron or about this track or about music production in general, drop them. We're gonna be here for a while, so let's go. So, which plugin did you use to make it so lekker groovy? To make it nice and groovy. Which bass plugin is that? I think it's
The
Sublime
bass. Yeah.
Bass.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's Saboom bass. It's a preset from Saboom bass. It's called growl low.
Oh yeah, growl low. Great.
Yeah, it's an insane preset. The fun part with the bass midis is that I just recorded it with my microphone. I just sang it.
Okay.
So I just recorded myself like bum 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 bum, and then I converted it to MIDI.
Wow, that's
yeah.
a great way.
Yeah, but yeah, I tried. It's an old project, so I already had to get it off my older computer, but I don't have the audio anymore, so I only have the MIDIs. But yeah, I recorded it with audio with my mouth, and then I converted it to MIDI.
Yeah, because it
and
also
then,
says MIDI 8 Audio 1. Yeah, cool.
And yeah, and then some tweakings and some swing.
Yeah,
and that's how it started.
great. You use the groove pool for your swing?
I use it almost for everything, for drums, for bass, most of the time I use swing 60 55 or 65.
Yeah, I like the 65 and 67 a lot because it's like swings really a lot though. But
Yeah.
Also sometimes I'm a manual swinger, even though it sounds crazy. But
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I actually had a student in the class that asked me, "Yeah, can I also sing and then convert that?" Yeah, of course. Convert melody to new MIDI track. It's called. If you right-click an audio sample, you can convert melody to new MIDI track. Works like a charm. I wonder if you have this in Fruity Loops.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm not sure.
no, me neither. All right.
But it's a really, really, really awesome tool
yeah. It's really, and also
because you never know if it's going to be accurate or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you end up with something really cool, random stuff. If you like convert you should try and convert a drum beat to new melody. Convert melody to new.
Oh, yeah.
You get the weirdest shit. It's really fun.
Yeah, you can also convert to harmony.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's great. You can try out really unorthodox stuff. It's great. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, so and then Joey was there back again. Joey, who knows all your stuff, he says, "What's the name of your song that has a breakdown with a piano and a vocal sample in the drop?"
What's what the name is of the song?
Of your song that has a breakdown with a piano and a vocal sample in the drop. I don't know.
Well, Catch This maybe.
Yeah, well, maybe you should check your SoundCloud. So,
That's wait. I'm gonna SoundCloud.
I love the ones with Kreuziger as well. They're great guys, and actually, I feel it. I've made a track with that
Yeah, I also have that one. I have the project, so I can also
cool.
show that.
Yeah, I've used the same sample. I've released the track as Gamelios.
Yeah, it's what's his name again? Rob? No, to really.
Oh, it's Robert Owens.
Yeah,
Robert
Owens.
It's a pack with his vocals. Yeah, I also couldn't help myself. I made a track I think 8 years ago, but it only got released I think 3 years ago or something.
I think it's this tune. You get audio?
Ooh, yeah, we hear it well, really well.
I mean, this is a piano and a vocal, so I guess you need this one.
long track, man. This wow, like really.
Yeah, it's already a year ago. I think it's even longer.
Yeah, it's
But
a absolute bumper, man. Wow. Or just
thank you,
it's
thank
very
you.
loud, but it's well mixed, man. It's really punchy and clear. Great. If you need any mix downs, people, find find Aaron here. Hey, Ben is
Yeah,
online. Ben. Ben's my student from UK. Catch this. He likes it.
cool, cool, cool,
Great.
cool.
So,
Thanks.
oh, he says it's on your lovely Amsterdam track around 55 minutes, says Joey. Well, cool. might be
Uh,
this one. It's
um,
unreleased, he says. Ah, he says it's unreleased. Ah, we're getting there.
lovely.
Lovely. Yeah.
On what?
55 minutes. Yeah, so towards the end. There you go.
50.
55.
Yeah, this an unreleased tune from mine. It's forthcoming on PIV Records.
Nice.
So yeah, this is yeah.
Nice. Great. Is this going to be in a compilation or is it another release on?
This will be an EP. I will release this on an EP on PIV Records.
Amazing. So Joey has something to look forward to.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So we could actually get a lot of questions. It's going to be question guy. You're a groovy singer, Tapski says. It's very funny. And do you always sing your bass lines? No, you probably don't, right? You also program.
No. I don't always do it because sometimes it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then you're more likely to use the push, or I just variate it. But sometimes I have something in my head and I just grab the mic and I just yeah.
Yes,
Mumble some bass notes and then let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anybody, you can always go inside if you're in the car and you have a great idea, you can just sing it into your phone and then later on put that into Ableton and convert.
Yeah, that's also a good. Yeah, well, if you have a good microphone in your phone, because my microphone is quite crappy, but if you have an Apple iPhone, it works.
I have a Samsung, or you just buy an online recorder or like this Zoom recorder, and go take it everywhere you go just to record ideas, Actually, do you know? Maybe it's weird. It's Fed Legrand, but put your hands up for Detroit.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So he was apparently in the car singing this, and he thought like, "Hey, this is it. I'm gonna record this," and then.
Yeah. Well, if there's something cool in your head and you think like, oh man, this is dope, just record it because you're gonna forget it later. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's good to do that. So, and what is the guitar plugin in the Higher Self track?
I think let me have a look. I think that's a loop.
Stefan Prieto or Stefan Prieto. I think it's Prieto, right? It's a loopy.
It's it's a loopy.
Well, like
I think I wait. Oh. Yeah, I just pitched it one semitone down and removed some nasty frequencies and
it's going through the timeless from Fab Filter.
Yeah.
Great delay.
Yeah, that gives it a little
yeah, it's really nice.
It gives it a little stereo phasing effect.
Yeah.
So then it's a little bit more less boring.
Yeah. Nice. Bit of the Haas effect to make it a bit wider, maybe also. Huh?
Yeah. It has some weird frequencies going around left and right. So.
Yeah, really cool. Nice. So we got that out of the way. Great. I really like these disco guitar. If you ever want to make like a proper or like a cool like guitar vibe within your house track, just get a disco package. If you get a disco sample pack, you often get like get these.
Yeah, and it gives the track a little bit organic feel. I think just a real instrument and not only synths.
Yeah, exactly.
And that gives. I mean, for example, I have another. I don't know if it's this one. No. Okay, it's going to be hard to find, I'm afraid. Oh, wait, I think it's this one. Just a little pew.
It is.
That's also.
Did you also sing that yourself? Because you did it quite convincingly, like pew.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, maybe.
And again, the
That's
fab
also.
filter. Nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was a period I used a lot of timeless. I think but I also like to use um, a send track from Ableton, and then um, yeah, for example, when you throw on a ping pong delay here, and then just I don't know a weird filter that also automates, um, and then maybe a phaser or another effect. That's also a nice way to create cool delay
Yeah,
sounds.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, the bandpass on the auto filter is great to like automate and have it like it makes this flowy kind of cool effect.
Yeah,
Do you ever use
absolutely.
a notch filter? Because the notch filter is also like I use it during sound design, when I create a sound in Serum or whatnot to have like a notch filter LFOing. But notch filters are pretty cool actually. I've been checking
No,
that out.
yeah, I think I only use it to for just EQing, but not really as an effect.
Yeah. Uh,
No.
cool. Well, interesting. The notch filter, yeah, just to take out resonant frequencies, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so there's
Yeah.
a lot of. Let me catch up with this. If I missed your question, please write it again. How did you make the pads? Alfonso
Yeah.
asks.
Well, I think I can't really remember it, but let's have a look. This is also just audio, so it might have been a sample, or it might have been silent. I think because I work a lot of with silent.
Yeah, it's great synth.
Um, so yeah, I'm not sure anymore. It's quite an old project.
Yeah, it's always hard to remember.
But yeah, with pads, I really recommend using yeah, or synths of course. But what's also really nice is a company called a bit deeper.
Hmm. I don't know them.
You don't know? Okay, well, let's have a look. Yeah, it's really
Ooh. Oh wow. All them nice chords, all them nice sounds, don't they? Amazing.
and then you can freak around with them
Yeah.
and use effects and
Yeah. It's good to have some. I always have my collections for. I see you don't use collections up top left. What I do sometimes is just go through all my samples, just right click the ones that I really like and put them in some of the collections. I have one with just
oh yeah,
pads and Atmos, and
yeah,
it's great when you start a track. You go through them, you go like everything you hit is like whoa, So you
yeah.
don't have to go to all the all the bad ones, So if you select them
Yeah,
before, it's really
yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah. I really need to do that, but
Organization and structure,
but
yeah.
what I do, what I do is saving my own creations like audio and saving it as audio loops.
Oh, that's smart. You can make sample packs. Ah,
So yeah, eventually you have your own build up sample pack, and you don't necessarily have to browse other people's sample packs. You can just yeah, search in your own sample pack.
yeah. You're gonna make
So
your
that's
own.
also,
You're gonna make your own one as well, right?
and it's a really nice way when you have projects that are not finished. You can always break them down and um, export from it what's sounding good. And
Yeah, it's good to save it for later. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Here, somebody says I see Aron Volta sample pack in the sample pack section. We'll see a sample pack of you on the Sample Market UK. Wow.
yeah. Well, we're working on. I think lots of you already have noticed the sample pack from Joko on PRV, and yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah.
We're planning, yeah, to do a sample pack, and we're still working on it.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
yeah, really excited about it.
Takes a lot of time though, eh? You have to record all the stuff, and it's quite some work. But
Yeah, and everything needs to be in key, and
yeah.
yeah, it's it's quite some work, but
Well, it's
yeah,
fun though. Yeah, it's fun, and you build like a library, and then it's also fun to hear tracks. You go like, "Hey, it's my loop," you know. I made it in
yeah.
my studio. All right, so let's see. Joshua Walpole, what's your method for writing out rote or piano patterns? Are you a pianist, or do you have another method to use scale tool and trial and error? Great question.
Yeah, well, I'm not. Sadly, I'm not a pianist, but I do. I can play a little bit, and I know my way around. But yeah, what I often do is just try to um, um, or use skills, of course. But when I'm not working in one skill, I just playing around. I just try. Yeah, let's for example grab a piano. Um, and then when I, for example, let the bass roll, then I try to find the right chord. So and yeah, I just pressed three notes, and when they all three yeah sound nice and they fit in with the bass, yeah, then I have myself a chord. So yeah, it's really easy to
You
so that's a way of doing it for me.
Yeah, go with the flow. So you don't use like things like mixed in key or you got mixing key studio to analyze like what key you're in or whatnot. You just listen to the stuff and go like, this sounds nice.
Yeah, well, yeah, my I'm lucky that my ears are really good, so I can um yeah I can yeah hear what sounds good and what not, and
Yeah,
but yeah, but I also use a lot of skill from Ableton, of course. But I hear a lot of guys talking about scalar. Um, I really want to find out how that works.
yeah. Isn't it from Xfer or something? Is it an Xfer
And the,
plugin scaler? I've also heard people about this
yeah,
recently.
yeah, I don't know. I hear lots of positive reactions from the plugin, so
Yeah, yeah,
might want to check that out also when you're struggling around with pianos or chords or
yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And let's see. Um, hey, it's like, hey, Alessandro Tonelli. Hey, man. Yeah, he told me he was gonna watch. He said, "Oh wow, you got Aaron in the show. I'm gonna watch." So he actually made it happen. Hi, Alessandro.
cool, cool. Welcome.
Which plugins do you use for your top loops to make them sound clear? Well, I personally just chuck them in. Well, I put them a bit low in the mix. I don't use many top loops, but maybe one. Just to get this.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just nice. But what do you do?
Um, well, yeah, it depends. I love to use. I'm just searching if I have a top loop right now that has a lot of. Yeah, I normally use just an EQ equalizer. Uh, what also is a nice way of doing it. For example, when I have a clap that's a little bit, for example, yeah, imagine that this clap will be really weak. It's also nice to just throw on a overdrive and
Yeah,
then
quickly, boom,
maybe turn the dry wet a little bit down. It also gives it a lot of
character. Yeah.
character. So
Yeah, actually, you don't do a lot though, because it depends really. Like the most house producers don't put like lots of chains on their sounds. I know
no, 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 no. I no, I don't do that
you keep it raw.
a lot.
Yeah,
I yeah, I don't know. I just yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I have a chain with a lot of effects, but not always. And this is a clap, for example, from a sample pack. So it's from my sample pack. So it's already mixed. So it
yeah,
doesn't need much stuff with it. But yeah, I don't know. I think the volume balance is one of the most important things. So that your mix here is right and that all the volumes are just um,
Yeah.
on the
That's
right spot to
that's
each
where
other.
it starts. I always say this also in my
Yeah,
classes, like, you can use EQs and compressors and whatnot, but it's not about this. It's about the initial volume mix that you give it, like the basic, the relative volumes of all the sounds, your low end to your mid to your highs. If that's
yeah.
correct, then the whole mix will be way better. But if you then have to EQ everything to make everything work, no. If you then EQ something and it gets louder, you might want to put it back a bit, so you keep that initial volume balance in check, because this initial, if your track sounds good with all this stuff on it and just a good volume balance, you're already like 70% there, I think, or 80%. I think
Yeah.
that's so important, man. It's
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah. Well, when I was younger, I always thought there are some magic tricks that will make you a good producer, but it's all comes all down to your ears
yeah,
eventually.
yeah. If I look back at all my old projects, man, I see change of compressors and whatnot, and it actually fucked up the sound more than just having a good like volume mix without anything on it would sound better than this mix that I made with all these compressors and saturators and whatnot on it. So every
Absolutely.
and like Jaron, I don't know if you know Nora Q. He's also in my show. He also mixes for other people, but he does more on the melodic side. He also does different things, but he's more producer-wise in a melodic, organic kind of house. And he actually also says, you just need a good volume balance before you chuck all this stuff. And every time you do chuck something on there, why do you do it? Is there a reason behind it? And they should not just throw a compressor and just, oh, okay, let's see what it does. No, it needs to have like sort of a reason. Want to catch the
Yeah,
peaks or
absolutely.
whatever. Yeah, cool, interesting.
Absolutely.
So let's see. Which plugin did you use for the higher self guitar melody? I think we just had that one, right?
Yeah. This is a loop
Yeah. Cool.
with some effects.
Oh yeah, and your Kip Carry was pure fire. That's the one with Kreuziger. I really like the Harry Kip Carry was really funny. I also like the name. Were you eating? I think did you come up with it or did? I
No.
think
The
it was.
guys came up with.
Yeah. I think it was not Jorn but Koen. I think it was Koen. I think
I
Koen.
I don't know who was it. Who of them
I think it was
came up
Koen.
with it,
Guys,
but
if you're watching, I think it was Koen.
yeah.
Harry Kip Carry. That's like something for them. That's funny.
Yeah. It's really fun when people that are not from Holland pronounce it. So
Yeah, it's the
we
Dutch.
had DJ Kaspa playing it in a podcast, and he was like, "This is a new one from Aron Volta and Kreuziger. It's called Harry Kip Carry."
Yeah.
When you're Dutch, it's really funny
It's
to
really
hear.
funny, yeah. It should give it a really weird name. All right. So, which plugins do you use for your chord steps? Yeah, I'm also curious. Is it
Um,
the Lounge Lizard in this one again, or
I don't really have a chord step. I think I only have a little.
yeah, the silence?
I have a little silent thing going on. Let's see. Yeah, I used silent for the most of the times with chord steps. I use silent, or I just use a sample with cool effects on it.
Yeah, I have a
So,
lot of step samples as well. Yeah, yeah.
but most of the time I like to play it myself. So I use silent or massive or yeah, I don't know. Lounge Lizard is also cool, and then yeah, maybe throw an auto filter. Wait, auto filter can also do a great work. I don't know if anyone is seeing what I'm doing right now, but
Yeah, yeah. We see. Autofilter is great to have it to have it like LFO it.
so that's also a nice way to yeah,
Creates a
to make.
movement. Yeah,
And it's just you only have to put on a filter and then you're already there.
yeah.
So yeah.
And then move it around, maybe automate it a bit. It's really that's yeah. I know I love that from Ableton Live as well. That you just can record, and you can record your movement. And I usually make like 4 different clips. I always work in session view and then make 4 different clips and move one, make one to move it differently, and then have like 2 or 3 different versions that I can like change, make different variations of it during the track, which is cool.
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
absolutely.
so yeah, you have a lot of people asking questions, man. It's great. So,
Cool.
any tips for bringing variation into bass lines or other melodic elements? Yeah, just random the shit out of it, man.
Well,
Marcel Cruz.
I mean, if someone is a king of variation in bass lines, I mean, it's Chris Tushy, but I don't think my bass line are that variated. I mean, I like a nice steady bass line, but I mean, what you can do, for example, is sing it, but I don't know where. Let's have a look. I mean, what I did here when you have a loop, for example. Oh, that's the old MIDI, I think. So what you can do is also duplicate it, and then here change some notes in the second part. So maybe move some notes up, or maybe move some notes down, or on the end do a variation, and that already gives you a nice variation. That's not quite hard to do. So
Yeah, yeah, that's
that's a
it.
way.
Yeah, definitely.
But you can also do like Chris Tushy, do a completely different bass variation when the drop hits. I mean, you really have to listen how he does that. It's really amazing, and can be really surprising. That the notes completely change suddenly, and then
Like totally new baseline. Yeah, it's cool. It actually splits the track nicely in two and keeps it really interesting because your brain actually goes, "Oh, it's the same pattern. I'll go think about my chores for tomorrow instead of listening to this track." So it's really good to have variation in your track, at least.
but also is a nice one is you can also reverse notes
Yeah,
here, and then it just reverse the section. So
yeah.
it can sound cool, but I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Well, in this case, not really, but I mean, sometimes it works.
Sometimes
Just
it
to
can be really
reverse.
cool, or just little bits, to have
Yeah,
little bits of the loop that you reverse and go like, okay, nice, this is pretty cool.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Just to get variations, it's all trial and error. Lots of the times, some people think you have the magic key to stuff, but it's all like trial and error and getting like comfortable with trying stuff. And the more you try, the more wise you will be. It's just like life, the more you travel and you go out and experience stuff, the more you will be experienced in living. If you're always staying home, you're not gonna. So if you're always working the same way, it's gonna be very tight. But if you go outside, go to a different country, you meet new people, you might get inspiration or meet somebody that that's. I think that's the same with making music. If you don't try, you never know.
yep.
Hey, your friends online, Demarzo.
Ah,
Smash it, Aron. Yeah, you can also smash it at his. Demarzo has an EMC, like a school, and you're teaching there, right? Or how does that work?
well, not yet,
Oh, okay.
but I'm planning doing it. So I'm not yet officially part of the crew, but yes, the Marzo has a nice platform where people can join a monthly um, program where you get part of a Discord group, and then you get access to all kinds of videos from Toman, DeMarzo, Sydney Charles. So it's really
Great.
cool.
Yeah, check it out. So check out Demarzo, people. He has a nice platform. It's almost just as nice as Lessons in Live, or maybe nicer. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
No,
I mean,
it's great. I've checked it out. I'm not in the Discord group, I believe, but I hear a lot of cool stuff, and I see Toman post his videos. And it's always nice to learn from people that have been making a lot of music. And
and when you're of course into house music,
yeah,
it's really really nice. I mean, yeah.
Great you're doing this, man. It's nice to share knowledge like this, and I think it's also a great way for artists to survive in these times. I invite artists in my classes as well to do something so they can make money. Everybody's struggling at the moment because there's no gigs, and I think this is a great way. So big ups. Check out the Marzo EMC. Great, really nice. So see that like Corona actually brought something really nice as well to people, because online lessons just really really took
Yeah, I
off.
mean, there are lots of ways. I mean, you can you have Bandcamp releases and people doing sample packs, and I mean, people find their ways around.
Yeah, there's so much on offer, man. I like the teaching live, so I don't make videos myself. I do make videos for my students to look back, but I like to like do this live stuff, and to really let people
Yeah,
can ask questions, and I go, oh, you have to click there, and if you watch a video, you
yeah.
you don't know, but I believe they also do lessons, right, like online live things. So that's great. Check it out. So let's see. I've maybe missed some questions. Aaron, are there any other styles of music you would like to produce in the future? Fantasia Deep asks. So, do you have any aliases actually? Is there like a John Volta or Peter Volta?
No, 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 no. There's not. But I do love other genres, and I do mess around, and sometimes I try also other stuff. But right now, not really. And I'm also quite busy with Aron Volta. So no, no. And I really like still really like house, and I have a big passion for it. So
Yeah,
no, no, no. There's not really a different genre. But I mean,
you never know. Yeah,
yeah, well, yeah, and the genre always changes. So or the sound always. Um,
evolve
yeah,
sort of. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I hear what I made 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I think it's way different.
Yeah, I had DJ Jean
So it's
the launch when I was 18, so lots can happen 20 years later,
yeah,
So
yeah,
that was funny.
yeah. But sometimes you hear an old track. I think I hear the track from oh man, Sidney Sampson, I think.
Oh, what's it? Riverside, motherfucker. That one. Riverside, motherfucker. And
Uh,
I never
and
played that, but ooh, that's heavy shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But he also have some really um, um, weird tunes with weird cuts, and it's really
Yeah, it's
really
funny.
cool.
There's a lot, in the end, everybody's just making music and doing what they like at that moment, and that's all good. So, okay, so let's go to the EEPROM burner on MadTech. Uh, what's the story on the EEPROM burner? Have you been to Burning Man? It's called EEPROM burner.
Um, no, it's from I think from a documentary. I'm not sure. I think I have it. I There was a docu
Yeah, yeah.
from it's called
Documentary.
Planet Electro
Yeah.
of Elektra. I mean, it's a Dutch docu. I don't know how to
A Dutch
documentary.
documentary. Yeah.
Documentary. Yes,
Wow. Yeah.
and I sampled the hell out of it.
Yeah.
So let me have
and he had a little EEPROM burner, and I would play a sound, and he'd burn it on the EEPROM. We'd stick it in the thing and see what it sounded like, and we just keep doing that until we got something.
Put his headphones on and listen to it. He
I
said,
mean, it was all. I mean, the whole documentary. It was these. These catchphrases, and
Wow.
they were talking about house, and it was so nice. And I sampled
you
everything.
know, me and Pierre and her.
The engineer said, "What are you going to do tonight?" I said,
So yeah, that's where it came
Great.
from.
It's,
The EEPROM.
it's like one big sample bank doku.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking
I
hell,
just
yeah,
I wasn't home, but I asked my father to. Can you please record it for me?
yeah. Awesome.
And he recorded, and then I made cuts.
Yeah, that's the
from the
way,
sample.
man. Like recording. So I used to sample a lot from YouTube and from dokus and from movies. Just put my audio hijack on and hijack the shit out of life.
Yeah. And they were talking about the house and the they were talking about house music and electronic music and back in the days, and I
Yeah.
mean it was perfect. It was
Yeah.
perfect.
I love like Afro-Americans, like from Chicago or whatever, whichever city in America, and they just have this slang which really suits the roots of electronic of like house music. So it's really nice to find some of these gems. It's really nice. Great, man. So let's have a listen to this track. It's the Yep.
Oh yeah. I don't have the project, by the way.
No, I mean the movie. We prepared.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, sure,
We
sure.
have so you have a break. You can get some water, smoke a little vape.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys. EEPROM Burner on Matic. This was really short. Oh, now you're playing it. Hello?
Sorry.
You're just enjoying it yourself. So it's really short. It was only like 20 seconds, you know. So it's what is it? It's 20 seconds. But nice track though. Again, the Phocyon.
I think this track was the Roland.
Oh, the Roland. Shit. See, you can never tell, you know. So it's like you never know if it's like analog or
No,
digital.
I mean it's still it's just acid. So
yeah. So, but if you know, you can't really hear. I don't know. Maybe there's some super like analog lover that say no. If you blindfold me, I can tell. But I don't think if I blindfold anybody that they will know if it's like made with the analog version or the digital version. I think we've passed that time, you know. Yeah, but a real weapon, Lorenzo Rojo says. You know, I now know that this is Rojo because I'm learning Spanish. Otherwise, I would say, oh, Lorenzo Royo, but it's Rojo. Right, Lorenzo? Great. Shows a cool drum line. Can you give an example how you sing your bass line, how it works actually? Well, Nando, you just do like, doom, 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 doom.
I can do that, but I'm afraid my mic doesn't work in
when we have Zoom
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, I need the audio.
Maybe you can use your yeah, exactly, Lorenzo. Yes, it's Lorenzo Rojo. I've been learning Spanish. ¿Qué tal? Yo como manzanas. I'm doing Duolingo, but I'm also also now like el trabaje. What is it? El trabaja en la oficina. So I'm really having to learn Spanish, man. It sounds crap for now, I know, but give me 2 months.
Well, I can give an example just with a sample.
Yeah, to show like the right click and stuff. That's maybe nice.
Yeah, for example, you have this loop, this piano loop. And then you can right click and you can choose if you want the harmony, and the harmony are just the chords, the progression. But you can also choose MIDI for a melody. Sorry, and this is for lead solos or bass lines and that kind of stuff. You just press it. So let's go for a melody, and then I hope it's a little bit accurate, and then it will give you. Okay, let's try harmony. Maybe that works.
Harmony probably will be really cool. There you go.
Yeah, perfect.
Really cool. Yeah, it's actually, the algorithm is pretty spot on, but it really depends on how clear the notes are. If the notes are clear, if the pitch is clear, then the algorithm has an easy job. But if it's unclear or very, let's say, noisy stuff, if you do this with dub chords or something where there's a lot of stuff going on, then it might not work that well. But then again, it gives you at least a starting point, and I love starting points.
Yeah, and then and now I threw on a piano, so. So yeah, now we have our own loop.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jazz Cafe with Aron Volta. Yeah, nice. So cool. Hey, and this EEPROM Burner on Matic. That's You said it's actually Kerry Chandler's label, right? How did you end up there? Did you just send a demo, or how did that go?
No, I got a message from Tom J. And he runs yeah, the A&R there.
Cool.
So he runs the label and all the releases, and yeah, he asked me for invited me to do an VA. So I think it's like with 3 others, just a small VA pack.
Yeah, cool, nice. So you said, okay, no problem, dude. Mantech, why not? you know? Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
That's great. So that's really awesome that you're moving like this, because I remember like this I said yesterday on the phone, like 2-3 years ago, I just started Lessons in Live for a year. You said, hey dude, I just finished school, maybe you have a job, or
yeah,
somebody where I can work, and now look at you go. you know
yeah.
Nice.
I mean, 3 years ago, it was so different. Yeah, a lot of things have changed really fast. So yeah, you never know how it can go. I mean, it can go really fast, but I mean, there's still a lot of work to do, of course. But
Yeah, you know what I think it all comes down to is just making music. If you really
yeah,
want to go for it, look at Chris Stassi, for instance. He just been making music like so much.
yeah,
And Toman as well, and all these guys are really, you're all rocking. It's just because you're making a lot of music, and I think that if you make music, you end up somewhere. But if you don't make music, it's not gonna happen, So I think that's
yeah.
very important. I don't know if you heard that bit, but it's just make music. So my camera is flickering. People don't see us actually. Oh, that's interesting. They just see your screen. Anyway, so let me also ask you, because I see some stuff. You use Contact. I also saw these output. You have the Output Exhale. It's a great unit. My
Oh
roommate.
yeah. Well, yeah. That's I did the vocal parts from this track. I did the. Oh, now I don't hear anything. Oh wait, here. So that's audio, but I found the the thing.
Cool.
That's so it's a really cool vocal sampler, and I use it a lot. I use it in a lot of tracks.
Yeah.
So I think what I did was change the key. I think it's this. Let's compare it.
There you go.
Then you can.
Filter it up or down. Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I did it.
These output units for Contact are a big recommendation to anybody. It's like it's such great sound, and also the interface is super easy. You can really
Yeah.
work pretty well with it. You don't need to know exactly what's happening. Oh, yeah, it's filter, and one is wet. It adds some kind of reverb probably or so. It's really nice. This stuff. Really enjoy this exhale stuff, like the output stuff. They're pretty expensive though. Depends on how you're getting them, but pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So, do you actually use a lot of external plugins for stuff?
Well, not a lot, but I use Silent a lot. So Exhale, I use a lot. Massive from Native Instruments, and then a bunch of effects.
Yeah, cool.
So it's Transient Master from Native Instruments, also really nice plugin.
Yeah, to tighten up
shape.
that groove. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and tighten up instruments like kick or clap or
yeah.
and for sidechain, I I always use
Kickstart.
Kickstart from
That's
Nicky
fine.
Romero.
So I'm also a big Nicky Romero fan. Well, of the plugin.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's also not really my cup of tea, but
but the plugin is fucking nice.
but the plugins,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, eventually it's made by Cable Guys, so
Yeah, yeah. Cable
it's
guys also have like they have so many cool plugins like this. I actually am still like like an ancient sidechain guy, you know.
yeah,
Like, but
yeah,
a
yeah.
shaper,
I mean,
shaper's
yeah,
pretty
whatever
cool.
works for you. I mean,
Yeah, that's it. There's so many options. Actually, my friend Lorenzo Rojo asks, how do you approach mastering? Do you have any tips on this?
well, um, yeah, I use a little bit of most of the times glue compression. So let's see if I have anything on the master. Not really, but yeah, I like to use this little guy, and
From
this is
Tango.
this one is free,
Yeah.
and it's a frequency analyzer. Yeah, I use EQ. I have Ozone. I use Ozone 7 still. I like the Imager.
Yeah, I love the imager. I use actually Ozone 9. Is this 9, I believe, or 8? I don't know. Where are we? I don't know.
And then give it a
Nice.
little bit of stereo width
Yeah.
in the highs.
Yeah.
Most of the time as I do this, I think. And then yeah, they have all kinds of cool things. And it really depends on, I mean, if your track sounds really round and a little bit it doesn't really have that nice punch and attack, I just throw I don't know, a saturator on the master, just a little bit.
Yeah.
For example, like 2 dB. Can also give it a little bit more yeah, how do you call it,
Character, maybe.
character. Yeah,
Like it actually adds harmonics, right? It adds
Yeah.
more harmonics. I
Exact-
used a bit warmer. I always used the a bit warmer and then put the drive a bit back. It's like the preset they have in there. It's great.
yeah.
Nice. Cool.
So and yeah, but if your track already is really clear and and really sharp, then you can use other plugins to I don't know, tone that a little bit down. So yeah, it depends on how it sounds, I think.
Have you ever considered using universal audio?
Yes, but I mean, it's insanely expensive.
It is, but it sounds insanely good though.
Yeah.
I did like I do these mix down sessions at SAE in Amsterdam, the School of Audio Engineering, and then you get to use the studio, and they have all the UID. So I made a chain with only Ableton plugins. I made a chain with only Waves plugins, and I made a chain with only UID plugins, and I would AB them. And I had to say, like, the high end became nice and silky, and you know, it just became a bit more round
Yeah.
and really sounded sort of, if you would say, analog. You know, it sounded just more warmer and round. So yeah, it would be definitely an advice to take on these. You know, even if you have only 4 plugins or 5 plugins, it's already does so much. Like a good tape saturator instead of this. Not and you know, I know I'm an Ableton certified trainer, but you know, the saturator of UAD compared to the saturator of Ableton is just it's just a difference. You know, it's interesting to check out this stuff. So maybe
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm familiar with these plugins, and yeah,
but
it's
they're just
insane
insanely
what they do.
expensive, man. You really need to
Yeah.
like spend like 1,000, and you have like 5 plugins. You know, it's ridiculous, but
Yeah.
it does work. You know, but it's a good thing to look forward to. You know, we always we never finish live all the way. So maybe like it's 9:15. Maybe we can do another 15 minutes. Let's say, is there time to show us how you do a pad and stab combination from scratch?
Yes,
That's pretty cool. Maybe we can do a new project. Last week with Cora, he did a live production thing. It was really cool, using his
Yeah.
drum pad and stuff. You know, thanks Cora. It was really nice. And by the way, in the meantime, people, all the Dive in Live shows are online. We have them with Josh Butler, with Joko as the house heads. We have Kreuziger, but we also have Nora Q, we have Tripping Jaguar, we have Elke Klein. I don't know, it's been a long list. Luna Ludmilla, Johannes, my friend from the north. We have so many people that've been online, and I'm just gonna do more of them. I really like this. I think you do, because otherwise you wouldn't be here. We got 45 people watching. Nice, gezellig, as we say in Dutch. So is there any other stuff? So we're gonna do like a live pad and stab combination. Great. Make a kick also.
Yeah, well, I thought, let's also make a little basic drum loop.
This is the Joko kick from the sample pack.
Yeah,
from,
I
Joko.
thought let's.
Yeah, man, get that stuff in there.
Let's help my guy a bit.
Of course, yeah. Ooh, nice. I've got to get that back, man.
So yeah, I always work in session view first, and then.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like to arrange it live, just to make some scenes, and then just arrange it live, so I get like sort of the feel for the track,
And then maybe.
Hey, Jaron is online. Hello, NRQ. Hey. We're in the middle of making a little idea. It's nice. You work fast, dude.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit being watched by a certified Ableton trainer, so.
Well, it goes pretty well. Don't worry about me. Worry about the 45 people we have.
Yes.
I remember when I was with Joko and had like, I think 250 people at some point. I was like, all right. So I almost had to start. Super nervous, man. 250 people going. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's insane.
If you had these here in the room, that it's ridiculous. 250.
Yeah.
Hey, nice. So that's the swing you use.
Yeah, I like to use a little shaker. Just I draw these notes in, and then so now it sounds like this. But if I want it more swingy and groovy, I just apply the swing to it.
Yeah, you can use different ones. Yeah.
And then put the volume just down. I don't want to be too tech housey, just a little subtle in the back.
Yeah. If it's really loud, it's going to become more tech housey.
Yeah, I think then it's a little bit
more subtle. Yeah. Yes, Jaron. Jaron says, I really need to try working in session view. I'm so not used to it, but I love the way how everything comes alive. Yeah, man, looping is the shit. Oh, you have some your own banks, yeah?
Well, they're not my own, but I have a shitload of banks, but I select the ones I think they're the ones that are cool. But there's also a lot of shit in it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But
you can weed it out. See dubstep. That's always nice.
Ooh.
Like this.
is, let's loop this part. Oh, what also is a nice plugin is it's called Tantra. I don't know if you heard of it.
No, I've never seen it
Oh
before.
man, it's oh man.
Oh, wow.
I mean, Joko uses it a lot.
Why didn't
far
he
as
say
I
so in the show? Joko next. Wow, but this is like the sugar bite Effectrix kind of thing.
I mean,
Yeah, wow. I'm writing this one down as we speak. Alright, good. I'm on my phone.
so yeah, this yeah.
It's like a
This-
step sequencer, step effect sequencer. So it's like
Yeah,
that.
it has everything in it. So so yeah, that's a little secret.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm writing
So,
it down right on my
the-
phone. I don't know why we don't see us, because people don't see us. But I think it's because you're sharing a screen. Maybe I can do this. Ah, there we are. Oh, now we're on top. Hey, gezellig. That's also nice. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Tantra. Thanks. Whoa, whoa. Prima weer hoor, deze.
Prima. Ja,
Het is super nice.
running out of.
Aron Volta, says Joko. He's online.
Welcome.
Hey, bro. Welcome.
Yeah, it's finding the right nice.
Yeah, something that like goes, click.
Let's search another bank. New.
Gijs Vening asks, how do you make that sound from Skrillex?
It's also a friend of mine.
Yeah, I thought so. Fuckers.
This will do, I think.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, I have a lot of latency now because I'm working for a
Yeah.
different driver. So playing is
Playing
really
is
hard,
shitty,
but-
yeah. Playing is super hard. Like this.
Okay, let's. Oh, still not. I think they need to be here.
Nice. What reverb do you use a lot? Do you use the stock stock reverb, or Do you use other reverbs like Valhalla or what?
Well, right now I use the silent built-in reverb, but there is a cool reverb. I think the one that was free. It's called Ram. It's from Native Instruments. I just got it because it was
nice.
free. It's like more in a really weirdy sounding. That's
Yeah, cool. Caramel guitar.
nice for a build-up.
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, this is a nice one. I think this one is free if you
Realm.
on Netflix, but I'm not sure if it's still free. But yeah,
I
a
think
nice
they did a little giveaway there. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's still there, but I have seen it pop by. Nice. It's already a nice groove, man. Cool. There you go.
yeah. Well, let's see.
It's a live tutorial making with Aron Voltage. Nice. Like the Aron Voltage thing. Cool trick, this. There you go. Yes, changing the starting point is always nice also. Nice. Nice. Look at him tweaking. Do you actually use follow actions?
Follow actions. What's that?
Well, you can have a clip like there's a. I just did a tutorial on this. You can have this silent clip. You can make a variation, so you can double the clip and make it a different color, and then have a different pattern. And you can tell the clip to say, okay, this one plays like 16 beats, and then it goes to the next one, and then that plays for 16 beats, and then it goes back to the other one. So you can automate to have it like go automate. Follow it.
Oh, really?
Automation. Yeah. You want me to show you? Yeah. Here.
I've never heard of it, but
let me show you.
I do have that struggle
Yeah.
sometimes that I need to automate it myself.
Yeah, because if you want to do a live jam, it's nice that they go automatically, and otherwise you can also say you make three variations and have the top one goes for 2 bars and then it jumps to the next one or the bottom one. You can make 2 options and have the chance like 4-3 or so to do it, or 2-1 that it will do that, and then you can have it jump to the last one, have the last one, or play again, or play the previous one. So you get super random kind of results. That's really cool. So I can show you, or you can just check out my latest tutorial on.
I'm absolutely gonna do that.
Yeah, it's on the Daamen Live, just on the youtube.com/lessonsinlive, where all these things are. There's also this thing, and it's really great because I usually make like 2 hi-hat patterns and have them like randomly jump to each other, so you don't get this like sort of like very loopy kind of stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, let's see. Can we watch back the stream? Yes, Luc Ploeg. They're all on youtube.com/lessonsinlive, and there's also like free tutorials that you can just check, and they're short 5 to 10 minutes tutorials. And the follow actions is the newest one. I think I uploaded it by accident actually 2 days ago at night. It was supposed to be premiere, but I clicked the wrong button. It was online. I thought, you know what? Have it be online. Fuck it. So here, everybody's like Joko fan. Hi, my buddy Joko. Cool. Joko's online. Such a star, isn't he?
Yeah.
So,
know.
hey, I have another question. Are you collaborating with Stasi, right? Can we expect an EP soon? Lorenzo Rojo. He's on his questions.
Yeah, well, there's sometimes that I jump in the studio with him, but yeah, we don't have anything planned. But I'm sure we eventually will maybe do a collaboration.
At least you're
course,
having
but-
fun. And what do you do
Yeah.
then? Do you do it in Fruity Loops or do you do Ableton when you're with him?
Yeah, well, when I visit him in the studio, we just work a little bit with Fruity Loops, and I don't really have a laptop where I can work from. I only have my PC at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only way for me. So I can't really work on the location.
Really funny that you are in the kitchen, actually.
Yeah,
Your kitchen
I'm in
studio.
my
Yeah,
kitchen studio.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
we call it Coke Studio, huh?
Coke Studio, yeah, but it's if
Yeah.
it sounds good, it sounds good, and if you get the tracks sounding right, you're probably doing something right. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I do like to move to another place in the future, but for now, I mean, yeah, it's nice, and my neighbors are really cool. So that's also a really important thing when you're making
Exactly.
music. Because when you have neighbors that constantly nagging and
Yeah,
complaining, I mean, oh man, that's the most terrible thing. I think that's even terrible. That's even more terrible than your room not sounding good.
yeah. But yeah, and then again, your room you can get to know, but you can get to know your neighbors. But if they're whiny, you're fucked. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
man. So yeah, cool. Hey, but yeah, really nice. You made this. You want to go on? You want to make some more? You say like, hey,
Yeah, sure. I cool.
let's see. So let's give it another 15 minutes. Why not? This is gonna be the Dive in Live anthem.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna draw it in. Most of the time I just play it, but I mean, it's not working for me right now.
Yeah, it's horrible when you're online streaming. It won't. So it's so cool how easy it is to just drag in these samples to a MIDI track and you have it in a sampler.
Yeah.
Making live sounds. I like little envelope on the filter.
Yeah, it's
Essential for a good house bass, right? Bow, wow. Make it mono. There we go.
can also
Make it just a bit wider. Yeah. I've used Massive a lot in the past, but I haven't used it for a long time because I sold my soul to Serum.
yeah.
But
Yeah, it's like Massive on steroids.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Massive going really hard. Yeah.
The guys he told you not to worry about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Uh,
it's funny to see that how you work. And last week I had Cora who's recording all kinds of analog sounds. You know, it's really funny to see how this difference is. And you work fast, man. You're like mega fast.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just
Click, 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 click,
I-
click.
yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'm working fast. I don't really thought I was a fast worker, but
Yeah, you are. I can confirm. Also, Kevin says, Adonis says the wavetable. Yeah, I like wavetable as well. They're pretty nice,
Yeah.
though.
Now we can maybe because we already spoke a lot about it.
Yeah, there it is. What a fucking unit this is.
Hey, you can also just use this, and you're done
Yeah,
with your bass line.
nice. Cool.
But let's try.
I really like the random mode. It's insane. Oh, this one's suited.
Yeah, just
Change some notes around. Yeah, Norky also says like, oh yeah, Fosion, where did I leave it? Love, yeah, exactly, man. You should like pick it up. Fosion is great to make a good acid track, Jeroen. Aaron is OG, Remmert says. Is Remmert also a friend of yours?
Who?
Remmert? Remmert Krugers?
Remmert? No, I don't know.
Well, he says you're an OG.
Thank you.
Really cool. Yes, the glide stuff, right? Really cool.
Okay, let's because I think I can push the buttons endly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I
and
really enjoyed
endlessly.
it.
So, but let's.
I was going to have some acid and listen to you make acid.
Let's a funny and cool way to also do it. So it's like, for example, you only use black notes.
Yeah.
You can just and then if we just select all the black notes, so every note that's on.
Yeah, every note where there's a step on the white, we take it to the black. Then
I mean,
you know that's a pentatonic scale, right?
Yeah.
Because pentatonic is a 5-note scale, which is always in key. Like I always say that in my courses, also like Bobby McFerrin, like that guy.
Yeah.
He actually teaches the pentatonic scale on stage with a lot of people, and then he jumps and he does the next note, and every time he takes the next note, he has 4 notes, and he jumps suddenly to the 5th note, and the whole room goes. They all understand from themselves what the 5th note should be from the scale. So it's really interesting. This pentatonic scale is super easy. It's like a normal minor scale, but you drop the 7th, the 6th, and the 2nd note, I believe. Yeah, and from a major, it's different.
Yeah, I think let's.
There you go. Ooh, like it.
Okay, sorry, but I'm gonna do random one more time. Still, yeah. I mean, that's when I'm producing. I'm changing stuff constantly.
Yeah, till it like clicks, you go like, hey, this is it, you know. But it's nice. It's nice to see this workflow, you know. And you know, I've started diving live with some live streams, like in March, and I did 12-hour live streams. And trust me, it's hard to make music live, man, and to have people. There's like around 5 to 50 people watching you, so it's you know, I can imagine, you know. But Philip Oranje says, dankjewel gasten, super leerzaam. You're welcome, bro. And quick and simply tip to perfectly harmonize the kick and bass. Well, Lorenzo Rojo, I think we just need to make sure they're in key. So just the trick you said, like, hey, use only black keys. It's amazing because you will know that everything will be in key. Or use pentatonic scales. Here, this kick is in A. So that's also important. Harmonize, so maybe tune it up to A sharp, you know, so it's a black key. And if you have then the bass in black, then, you know, it will work. There you go. So cool.
Yeah, this is nice.
Hey.
Now let's make everything black. Yeah. Just randomly pressing a
Black one, yeah. I think this is pretty cool. Okay, so this is going to be the Diving Live Acid vibe.
Now we can maybe add a new chord. Oh wait.
Aron, vieze geldwolf. Okay, we have another friend online. Koen.
Oh,
Koen, goedemorgen.
dacht ik al. I think there's a. Yeah, thought so.
Yeah, that they have like sometimes they have people watch out, you know, if the synth has like a how do you call it? Like a transposition in there and it's a 7th or a 5th, it might be weird.
Yeah. I mean, the oscillators also have a key. So this oscillator A1 was in -5, so that's a different key. So then you have like a chord.
A chord already, yeah. That's a bit Sweely vibes. Like it's happy.
Yeah. No.
The capture. That's this like little square. Let me do it like this. Is like I do this. There's my courses here. There's this guy where you see the arrow. It's the capture button. If you press
Oh.
if you press capture, it will actually the last thing you play, it will create a MIDI clip from it. So it actually captures it. It's actually sneaky. It's sort of like Google.
Oh.
It's sort of
It knows what you've done.
it knows what you've done. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. So it reminds. So if you just you play that, you just hit capture and boom, there it is. Really nice.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, I had no idea. I mean, I know what this button is and this.
Yeah, but the
But,
capture the capture one is new since Live 10 though. It's only been there for 2 years, I think. Was it 2 years? 1.5 years. Yeah, I still have it. I'm a certified trainer, but there's still stuff that people throw at me. I'm like, oh, what? Yes, does it?
Yeah.
Today somebody
Yeah,
showed
yeah, you need to know everything.
No, man. If you know everything, I must be I probably don't have a social life. If I know
Okay.
everything, that's gonna be insane. Yeah, but I have to know a lot, But it's nice, I pick up stuff from people that I do these streams with, And then I say, oh yeah, I know this, and then when the stream is done, I'm gonna go, oh yeah, oh nice. You pick up stuff anywhere. So even sometimes students from my advanced class or beginners course, even they ask me questions, and I go, wow, I don't even have an answer to this. I need to figure this out, or how this technically works, or if that's possible. It's funny, Therefore, I think teaching is great. If you're going to do this teaching at the Marso's school, or like online, I don't know how you call it, but at his platform, you're going to learn a lot about yourself, about making music. Because ever since I started teaching, I was like, oh wow, I actually don't know how to explain this, because I actually don't know what I'm doing. I'm just fucking hitting buttons. I don't know what I'm doing, But the moment you have to explain it, it's a different game, You really have to think about it, like, oh yeah, why am I actually, It's interesting. Cool. I love this track. So this is a great start to a new Aron Volta EP, I think. Hey, it's 9:45. I think it's a nice way to call it a day. I think. Oh, here. Also, Joko. Never knew that capture function was all the time. Haha. Yeah, man. If you play something, just hit capture, and it just it remembers like the 30 to 1 minute of your of whatever you played. So that's pretty cool. So that's
Yeah, they're already making fun of me of the D12 mistake I made in the PIF artist group.
Oh yeah.
I'm reading it now.
Yeah, but that was in the beginning. Then you're always a bit nervous with these things, I shout the most weirdest stuff. That's pretty cool. So yeah, man. So before we stop, Aaron, what is coming on? You have some. So the PIF compilation just released. So we have a new thing to look forward to, with like a compilation of cool artists. And what's coming more? Anything?
Well, yeah, my sample pack, my teachings at EMC. I'm also gonna do an EP on PIV records. What more? Yeah, there are lots of more releases to come, but yeah, remixes, collaborations, lots of stuff. But for now, it's just the sample pack and the release at PFE Records. I'm gonna do some podcasts. So yeah, I think that's about it.
Cool. Yeah. So great to we can at least look forward to new music, and I really look forward to this one coming out.
Yeah. I maybe I'll finish it.
Shall we play it one more time? Let's see. Play a little.
Yeah.
Loop. Yeah.
Oh, you can also shift in this one.
Yeah.
It changes the section of the sequencer.
Oh, so good start the starting point.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, this could be a nice. It's a nice start actually. If for something that you make live, it's really cool that it's actually something You know, that's like a good basis to become maybe a potentially good track. Nice. So yeah, Aaron, super nice you were here, man. It's been a pleasure, and
Yeah,
um,
really glad you invited me.
yeah, it's
'Cause,
cool, man. I loved your sound, and of course I'm a big fan of all the PFV guys, you know. So it's really cool to have you guys on here, and I'm looking
yeah,
forward.
and what are your plans with releasing? But because I'm not even sure if I can already. Maybe it wasn't. You were going to doing a big release, right? On
Yeah, on Just Butler's label.
yeah.
So yeah, so we're doing it. I think it's next month, in November. It's coming out. I did it together with Ari. He's my all-time buddy, and we've met at Nachtlab a few times to make tracks. And there's two of us both, and one of myself. And actually, I got sent the master, so I'm really curious. And yeah, Josh is.
Can't wait to hear.
Yeah, Josh is. I know him for a long time. I used to remix him when he did he did an EP on Darius Russian's label. Like I think 10 years ago, and Darius
really?
asked me to remix him. So this is how I know him. And then we met on Ibiza actually, where I'm moving actually. And he was in my show, and he said, "Hey, let's do an EP on Origins also." So it's really cool to be on that label. So.
Yeah.
So I really want to finish a lot of stuff that I've made over the past year, you know. So when things get a bit more quiet, when I settle in here in Ibiza, I'm gonna get some time to work more on music and not doing less teaching, but you know, just get my time back to make a lot of tracks because it's nice, you know. It's really nice. If I see you make this in the Fossion, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to use the Fossion.
Yeah.
So at least there's music coming out next month on Origins, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Getting back on the release train because I haven't released so much. I did only like something with my roommate early this year on Supernature, Audiofly's label, which is a bit different, it's a bit more melodic stuff. But yeah, you know, I don't care about the sound so much these days. I really like to make music if it's house or a bit more, whatever, deep house, whatever name you want to call it. I just love making stuff.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I already.
Oh, no shit.
There we go.
Wow, this is Kevin.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, you need to be careful.
You need to be careful what you say. D12. This is awesome. Look at him go. Yeah, now you're Eminem, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Aaron Man.
Yeah.
Fucking cool. Oh, I had this once as well. From Groningen. What's his name? Freek Strano. There was something that he had, and everybody's making like Photoshop of him. What was it again? Also like some ridiculous stuff, and everybody would make like Photoshop versions of it. It was really nice. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah.
And nice you have such a cool crew, man. It's really nice to it.
Yeah. It's. I
Funky
mean,
guys,
I
yeah.
couldn't wish for a better label.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, man, super. It's well built, you know. I know Niels, punk for a very long time. We used to be with the same with Meanwhile, so we used to play like before or after each other a lot. And even before that, he knew a really good friend of mine who recently passed away, and he was always busy with music, you know. So it's really interesting to see how he built this whole PIV, and then gathering more friends around him, and really make it a community effort. And yeah, the sample packs are great, man. I can't wait for yours as well. So yeah, really looking forward to everything. So
and the 5-year sampler. So
Yeah.
that's a nice.
yeah, that's out on pre-order. So people go get that music, support the artists. You know, don't download that shit. You know, it's not fair. And Aaron, again, thank you so much for being here. Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody, for watching. And we'll be out. So see you not next week, but the week after. I'll be back. I don't even know who I have. I have to check that, double check that. So yeah, just keep an eye on this YouTube channel. And thanks, everybody. Peace.
Yes, thank you.